Hey, hi, how's it going? Welcome back. This week's intro going to be a little bit, oh yeah, okay, quality production, as soon as we get out here. As soon as I hit the little red button. Um, what I was going to say is, this week's video, or intro to the video, is going to be pretty short because we got a little bit of content to get to. One of them is we took the granddaughter to Batesville to see the Christmas lights. Here it come again. Here it come again. Yeah. See him going through there? Anyway, a little bit cool. Had to stay in the truck to do the filming with the windows down and heater going. Audio wasn't too great, so it is what it is. It's quality production. Hope you enjoy the lights over there at Batesville. The city, county, whatever entity that puts that together, God bless them, because that's a lot of lights. That is a lot of lights. Then we opened up the crazy little kitchen and made a little breakfast slash lunch thing. Look, it was edible, okay? It was edible. That's all I can say about that. And it was good. It was. Or at least she said it was. She may have just been, not to get in my feelings. I figure that's what it was. Anyway, keeping it short. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever it is you do. Share it. You know what I'm saying? The more people we get to come here, the more videos I get to create. And I really enjoy creating them. So we'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, how's it going? Hey, we took the granddaughter out to see some Christmas lights. And what we done is we traveled to Batesville, Arkansas. It is the oldest city in Arkansas. And they also call this time of year, the Christmas capital of Arkansas. Obviously because they have a bunch of Christmas lights. And it is beautiful. Now they have different ways you can enjoy the Christmas lights. They have, it's 35 acres, first of all. They also have train rides, a little trolley ride, a horse-pulled buggy. They have like a train that will take you around, and they have different paths throughout this 35-acre park. You have a car path where you can, drive your car throughout the lights, or you can take the other means of transportation that I just talked about. Now we chose to take the vehicle because of the temperature, and I'm not sure that we could both walk the 35 acres. Not to mention it was extremely crowded, and we had the granddaughter who was in the back seat, being very cute, of course, and also very loud. But as you can imagine, we had the windows down. Of course, they also have all the lights are set to holiday music, to where you can turn your radio to the holiday music, and then of course you got copyright claims and all that good stuff. Anyway, the audio was pretty much horrible. That's the reason of the recording over the top of it. But I don't know how it's going to turn out, because trying to film from the truck wasn't that great. Of course, the windshield has bugs on it and things, so it's not clear. You have to roll with the windows down, and you're having to dodge all the people, and you want to see the lights. So I let the master gardener do most of the videoing, if not all. And believe me, I'm not blaming her for any kind of bad video, because I wouldn't have done any better myself trying to drive and pay attention and not run over anybody. But I wanted you to get to see, if you can. Like I said, don't know how the video is going to turn out as far as recording goes, of the beautiful holiday lights that they have over at Batesville. And if you get a chance, they've got free movies. They've got a 70-foot high Ferris wheel that I didn't see, by the way. It may not be there this year. Like I said, they got carriage rides and train rides. They've got an ice skating rink that I'm assuming is fake ice or homemade ice. I'm not sure, because we didn't see that either. Like I said, there was millions of people all over, and like I said, very crowded. But you don't have to wait in line, which is a good thing. Everybody was pretty cordial, and they let you, cut in, and you let somebody else cut in, and everybody just kind of weaved their way out through the 35 acres, and it was very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. I used to put up some Christmas lights for the city government years ago. Never this many, thank the good Lord, because this was and is an undertaking. So all I can say is, for you guys and gals who put these up for the city of Batesville, God bless you, because I know what it took, and that is quite an undertaking. But if you get a chance, get over to Batesville, check out the Riverside Park and their Christmas lights. It's free, no charge, except for maybe the train ride and the trolley ride, things like that. But just to drive through or walk through, it's free. And if you're going to walk, take some tennis shoes. We'll catch you guys in the next video. So I really didn't know how long this video was going to be, and I still don't. And I hated for you to just sit there in silence. But I really don't know what to point out that you're not going to be able to see from the video, besides the inside of the cab every once in a while. There's beautiful Christmas trees and Santa Claus, and as you just seen a while ago, a huge white castle. We've seen all kinds of decorations, all kinds. From Frosty the Snowman to all kinds of reindeer. I don't know if you can tell or not from the video, but I've never seen some of these lights. Some of these lights are in the trees. You've seen the icicle lights that you can get and hang, of course. But these look like fireworks in the treetops. Never seen anything like those, and those are really beautiful. And on both sides of the road you have things, and some are more elaborate than the others, but trying to film both sides of the road is not easy. I don't know if you can see the tree in the background there. It's like fireworks falling from the sky. Those are really beautiful, especially from a distance. I don't know that you actually get a sense of what it looks like up close, but from a distance way back, they just look like the trees are on fire down there. It's very beautiful. Now the temperature here was somewhere, I don't know, low 40s, high to mid 30s. And like I said, we had the windows down and the heater on high. So it was quite noisy inside the truck. And I didn't notice, don't get me wrong, as many lights as are there, I'm sure there were, but I didn't notice any of them that weren't lit up. You know, there's always one dud in the string, right? But I didn't notice any of that. Didn't notice any. They all look lit up. There's some more of those trees in the background. Those are just so pretty. I don't know what those are. I know I'm going on and on about them, but I haven't never seen those before. As you can see right here, they got the little archway and the walking tunnel, or walking path, I'm sorry, throughout the archway. So you could actually walk through there and get a lot closer into the lights. And of course they got music playing in the background and things like that. There's the horse and buggy for the carriage ride, and as you can imagine, with that and the little choo-choo train, there is a line. There is a line for the horse and buggy and the choo-choo train. But how romantic to take the horse and buggy ride throughout all the Christmas lights. That's Kringle's Cafe. I don't know what they sell there because we didn't stop, but I'm assuming on a night like last night, hot chocolate. If I had to bet, hot chocolate. And I think we're coming up on the either the trolley or the choo-choo train. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the choo-choo train, of course pulled by the tractor, but I don't know, choo-choo train? It could be trolley cars being pulled by choo-choo train. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know. This is the lighted tunnel that you walk through. Very, very pretty. You don't get a real good sense of it from the vehicle, but I'm assuming if you walk through the tunnel, it would be very beautiful. There is a huge Frosty the Snowman right there that I don't know, since it's on my side of the truck, if the master gardener was able to get a good video of it. And I was trying to get my granddaughter in the back seat to have a look at it. And about the time I told her about it, the lights went off on it. The music stopped. So we were almost around before she ever noticed it. There he is. Like I said, he's huge. I don't know how tall he is, but I can tell you this: he's taller than any ladder they would have around there. They had to bucket truck him in there. You know what I mean? I can't imagine. This is just my mind going back to the times that I had to maintenance on Christmas lights and things like that, but I can't imagine that many lights having to maintain them. And what an undertaking, man. Beautiful lit up tree in the background. And like I said, folks, this video does not do it any justice. You need to go see it for yourself. To thoroughly enjoy it, I suggest you walk through, or at least take the carriage ride. But go over to the Christmas capital of Arkansas, the oldest city in Arkansas, Batesville, Arkansas, and go to Riverside Park. It's 35 acres, beautiful, beautiful Christmas lights and Christmas spirit. Hey everybody. Hi, how's it going? You just joining me here in the crazy kitchen. I am going to make breakfast for lunch. So we've got some smoked boneless pork chops. I'm going to fry some eggs and probably do some biscuits. And that's going to be just a light, well, it's going to be a light lunch, all right. Not as in, it's still heavy, but not a whole lot for lunch. But there's enough pork chops here that we can still eat on throughout the day. So what I'm going to do here is, first off, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to my pork chops. Don't want to add a whole lot of spices to the Master Gardener's because, well, she's sensitive. You know what I'm saying? She's a little bit sensitive, and she doesn't like a lot of spice on her food because her taste buds are, you know, they're kind of iffy. So probably what I'm going to do is just do this plate with some spice on it, and this plate not so much. And all I'm doing here is just some salt, black pepper, and a little bit of smoky swine seasoning. This gives it a little bit of, I don't know, just a little bit of kick. It's not hot, but it does give it a little bit of a different flavor. And as you can see, I'm leaving these over here not so much anything on them. That way she has some that's not doctored up. Then we're going to fry these in the skillet with a little bit of grease, or oil, I'm sorry. Excuse me. And then we'll probably use that same grease to fry our eggs in. Make sure you wash your hands. Mash that down in there real good. Then when we come back, we'll be at the skillet. Okay, so now I've got my grease. It's not hot, but it has been going for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and throw these in there. I can already tell that I should have let it cook, the grease get just a little bit hotter. And I went ahead and I'm going to dirty up 2 skillets just for the interest of time, you know what I mean? And I like mine. I like frying things in a cast iron skillet. But see, it just gets hotter. See how much hotter that skillet is to that one? Now I promise you I lit these both at the same time. The cast iron just seems to get hotter. It also gives it a little bit of a, not burnt, but it blackens things, or what do you call that? I don't know. Yeah, gives it that crust, you know, a good crust, like frying my ham, pork steak. I like doing steaks in a cast iron skillet. They just seem to work out better. I can't explain it. It's like, you know, cooking hot dogs on an open fire. Do you like yours black or not black? I like mine black. Okay. So we're just going to let these go ahead and cook on both sides until they get just a nice brown to them. Mouth isn't wanting to work this morning. I know that's hard to believe, but it's not wanting to work. And these are already, what do you call that, pre-cooked or whatever it is. So you could actually eat them the way they are right now, but we're not going to do that because we want to have a little flavor to them. I wish you folks had smell-o-vision. Oh man, these smell good. And as you can see, this one's getting with it, but this one is really getting with it. And if you can hear, Tucker's dog has found his squeaky toy. He knows Daddy's making some quality content. He's got to get the squeaking. And these are starting to get a little bit brown. But these have really gotten brown. Yeah, these are coming along nice. See that part right there? I like that. Yeah. Getting with it. Getting with it. Okay, as you can see, these are golden brown. These still not so much. Now these, oh yeah, these are ready. These are all ready. So we're going to add these two in here. I'm telling you, the cast iron skillet is the way to go. Like I said, they're both on high heat. It just cooks faster. So these are fixing to come out. These I've just flipped over. And as you can see, they're starting to get a little bit crusty around them. I really like that. Really like that. So once we get this other side here looking good, we'll pull these out. Then we'll probably fry up some eggs. And I've got to find the biscuits. She said we got biscuits, but all I've seen in there in the refrigerator is crescent rolls. I know she's going to say I didn't look hard enough, but our refrigerator is packed. So it's going to take me a little bit to try to find the, the old Waffle biscuit. See if I can't find them. Okay, so we're getting ready to fry the eggs, and one thing I like to do is, of course, I clean my pan, and then I like to take just a little bit of that dirty pork chop grease. We'll set this pan back here. Need a bigger stove. We need to start getting this up on high. Now I know what you're saying, why didn't I use that for the eggs? And honestly I would have, but this skillet is a little bit easier to clean. We're going to get that grease good and hot before we start cracking some eggs in there. We got a little bit of a mixture. We got these store-bought eggs, and then we got these pretty green eggs here, see, Easter eggs that the girls out in the chicken house laid. But we don't have a whole lot of these because, well, they're being stingy. So we're going to have a mixture. But it's a good thing because that'll show y'all kind of the difference, maybe. A little bit of the difference. Now, this don't go right for me all the time. A lot of people like their eggs certain ways, different ways. I like my eggs fried, and I like them fairly runny. Not raw, mind you, but a little bit runny so I can use my biscuits or my toast to sop up all that goodness. Now, some people like theirs a little harder in the center, and that's okay too. Not for me. So I'm going to fix ours the way we like them, and you can fix yours the way you like them, and that's how we're going to do this. And I'll just tell you, if I break them, I will probably start over. I did not let my grease get hot enough. And these are going in the scrap basket. There's one. Ow! That was hot. I touched the grease, that was hot. Now what I like to do is take a little bit of this grease here and just splash it up on top. When that egg starts popping like that, you got it way too high. So you need to turn your heat down. And just keep splashing that grease up on that egg. As you can see how orange that one is, that's because it's one of these good fresh country eggs. Like I said, just keep working your grease on top of your egg. And if you do that, makes it easier to flip it over. You can flip it a whole lot easier there. Now, a lot of people will take when they're frying their egg and they'll sprinkle a little pepper and a little salt on it. We do that after the fact. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt to do it while you're cooking, but there's no rhyme or reason for it. There's another. Try not to burn my fingers this time. Now I should have my biscuits going by now, but I can't find them. So we may just be having ham and eggs, you know what I'm saying? Just keep throwing your grease up on there. Ooh, can't believe that one didn't pop. So far, I'm 3 for 3. Ooh, look how orange that one is. You can always tell from a country egg from a what we call city egg that you'd buy from, you know, the store. Because a country egg is really bright orange. And the city egg that you buy in the store, and we still have to buy some from the store sometimes too. You know, they say EB and things like that on it, you know what I'm saying? Those are more yellow. The reason for that is their diet. It's what the chicken eats at the chicken house. Really is no taste difference. It's all in the look. Oh, some people will tell you the country egg tastes a little richer, and it might. Well, I've got grease all over everything. That's what happens when you fry everything, you know. Pay no attention to my dirty stove. Now I could do more than one at a time. One, I'm not in a big hurry, and two, I tend to start making mistakes if I start adding, you know, too many fish in the pond. And I don't want to break any of these. And when I say break them, I mean I don't want their yolk to break. See how yellow that one is? Now that is a city egg. To me, if all the yellow, you know, if it breaks open while you're dropping it or flipping it or splashing it, it just ruins the egg, because that's the part I like. A lot of people like just the whites. I mean, I like the yolk. If it don't have a runny yolk, I don't want it. And I just splash me some grease up there on it. And folks, none of this is hard. This is easy. Easy cooking. Just takes time and effort, but it's not hard. Sometimes they don't want to flip. That's why I do one at a time. I have to have the whole skillet, you know, to reach and roll. You know what I'm saying? May have to add a little bit more oil. You want plenty of oil. One, to cover your egg, of course, but then two, to keep your egg from sticking to the pan. Even though the pan is non-stick, they will still stick. Starting to get a little poppy. You know what I'm saying? Popping a little grease up there. I may have to turn the heat down a little bit. A lot of that is also just water, moisture, not water per se, but moisture in the skillet. Don't believe me, add a little water to your grease and see what happens. It will start popping. The whole popping the grease over the top of the egg like that is you make a hardened shell over the top of the yolk. That way when you do flip it, it helps hold it together and not bust it open. Then you don't have a mess all in the skillet. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be fancy now. We're going to do 2. Maybe. I had to add a little bit more grease. And all we're going to do is just start moving them around a little bit. Keep splashing that oil up on them. Now this was a country egg and a city egg that time, and those look very, very similar. Now, if you wonder why I'm frying so many eggs, I'll just tell you. There's 3 of us in this household. And that's me getting 3, my son getting 3, and my wife getting 2. So if you can do the math, that's what, 8, 6, 7, 8? Yeah. That is going to be 8 eggs. Now there's 12 in a dozen. And what are they at the store now? $5 a dozen nearly. What I'm getting at is a dozen eggs for a family of just 3, 1 meal. Gets expensive. I knew I wasn't going to get away with just, well, we got 7 cooked right, 1 not so much. That hurts my feelings right there. I was fixing to brag on myself and say I can't believe I cooked all these eggs without busting one. That one busted and that one's trying to. I don't know why. Probably because I tried to do 2 at a time. But hey, they're still edible, and we're gonna eat them. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing here. We're just winging it. I will show you in a minute. It says biscuits for me to pick something off the menu. I've looked in the refrigerator. I don't see no biscuits. I do, however, see crescent rolls. And honestly, I have never done crescent rolls before. Now, this is a stringy mess, I'll just tell you. And the package isn't much help. Besides just roll them out into triangles. That kind of looks like a triangle. And then roll them up to where they kind of look like that, maybe? I don't know. There was 2 packages, cans if you will, of these. I don't know if I cook one. I don't know if I cook two. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 2 apiece. Is that enough? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, I can get another bacon sheet. Yeah, I'm going to get another bacon sheet. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the other one out. So we're either going to... What a mess. You know what I'm saying? This is a joke. I don't know. Maybe they were out of biscuits. I don't know. Maybe she thought she was grabbing biscuits. That does not look like a triangle. Probably that's, I don't know. Do not know. Some of these are going to be some little bitty dudes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much space to give each one either. So, like I said, we're just winging it. Need some little hot dogs in there, you know what I mean? Some little pig in the blanket things. It never fails. There's always something in the instructions that I do not get. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so we got 8. And the stove just preheated. So we're going to put these in the stove. Give them plenty of space, maybe. I don't know. As I was saying, though, there's always something left in the instructions that doesn't make sense to me. Like, these are not biscuits. So am I ruining something else that we're having for supper? Now, mind you, I've done looked at the menu over there. I don't see anything that calls for crescent rolls. But who knows? Who knows? All I can say is if I get in trouble, it won't be the first time. Now, mind you, you want to look at the instructions before you open these, because now I can't read how long. It says, I think it's 9 to 12 minutes, and I'm supposed to put these point down. So, I don't know why that matters, if it matters. A triangle has 3 points, so there's always going to be a point. I don't know. So we're going to put these in the oven. Okay, now mind you, her kitchen, her rules. So when you see this tentative menu for this week, there's some things that need to be explained. Okay, you got pork tenderloin, beans, hamburger patties, breakfast bacon, bacon and eggs, Polish sausage dogs, pork steaks, smoked chops, eggs, and biscuits. We'll talk about that later. However, what I'm getting at is on this day, we're having more than just beans. Are we having beans and crescent rolls? On this day, we're having more than just hamburger patties. Are we having hamburger patties with crescent rolls? How about breakfast bacon, eggs, and crescent rolls. How about Polish sausage dogs wrapped in crescent rolls? Pork steaks with crescent rolls. Smoked chops, eggs, and crescent rolls. You see what I'm getting at? Do you see? I don't know. We probably did a big mess up here. But I don't see anything that says crescent rolls, but that doesn't mean that we're not having crescent rolls. We're having definitely more than beans one night. Or else I'm going to McDonald's. So the oven just went off. Yep. And it said, hey, dude, these have been going for 10 minutes. You need to look in here and see if they're golden brown. You know what I'm saying? They are not golden brown. However, they have plumped up. They honestly look better than what I thought they would. Whew. So we put a couple more minutes on there and hopefully they'll be done in just a few minutes. Looky there. Look there. You know what I'm saying? What, man? These turned out good. A lot better than I thought. And these turned out better than these. Oh well. They're edible. There you have it. Accident. And that is a country brunch. Because it's a little bit late for breakfast, but still a little early for lunch. That's us, Crazy Kitchen. We'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.
A few moments later.